24 highly trained men await transport to a top-secret military base. America's elite warriors. Green Beret, Marine Recon, Navy SEALs, Delta Force, Police SWAT, CIA Special Operations.
I was in Kosovo.
Grenada. North Hollywood bank shootout.
Beirut Desert Storm.
Brought together to compete in a contest of combat readiness.
A warrior prays for peace, but trains for war. If you've been involved in lethal force situations, there's no truer statement.
These military and law enforcement officers, like the thousands at home and abroad who now answer our nation's call, are our peacekeepers. These are America's heroes.
Why'd you call me? You called me because it's time for war.
You could send us to combat right now. We'd all die for each other gladly.
These 24 men, most of whom have never met, arrive at Camp Windstorm, a camp commanded by decorated Navy SEAL Rudy Bosch. Commander Bosch assigned the men randomly to 4 6-man squads. Alpha.
Want some, get some, bad enough, take some.
The Young Guns. Courageous and confident, with men like Mel Spicer, a 5-year veteran of SEAL teams.
The most important mission I've ever been on is still classified, so I can't talk to you about that.
Bravo. Urban assault, made up primarily of police SWAT officers like Bob Kane of LAPD, a hero of the 1992 LA riots.
Would I consider myself to be one of the best SWAT officers? Everybody at work knows I'd be lying if I said no. Yes, I do.
And Dexter Fletcher of Miami, Florida, who has 1,000 drug raids under his belt.
I don't think about the dangers so much. It's just something I love doing, and I since I was a kid, I've always done crazy, risky things.
Charlie.
It is wisdom. It is not strength.
The Over-the-Hill Gang, with men like 51-year-old Ed Bugarin, 11 years in Delta Force, the elite counter-terrorist unit, a hero of the Beirut embassy bombing.
I'll teach you to build a bridge and blow it up.
And 42-year-old John Potter, a member of a top-secret SEAL team involved in classified missions around the world.
I hope that the American audience looks and sees the true heart of what we are. Honor, integrity, respect.
Delta, the Oddballs, complete with a guy named Nutter.
Ready.
And a CIA operative named Boz.
I pretty much work on a need-to-know basis, and there's so much in my past I really can't talk about.
And all the way out.
These 4 teams will compete in a 15-week evolution to see who is the best of the best.
Today's competition will be between Charlie and Delta.
Each week, 2 of the 4 teams will go head-to-head in realistic SWAT and combat missions. Like going behind enemy lines to rescue a downed pilot.
Roger, be advised we have precious cargo at this time, over.
Roger, Bravo. The Yuri is heading to the extract point. Over.
Destroying an enemy tank.
I'm sending the charge now!
Rescuing a hostage from gang members in an urban police shootout. And more realistic missions, like taking out an enemy fuel dump.
Truck is clear. Come on.
Rescuing a POW. And assaulting a terrorist-controlled illegal arms operation. Each team will compete separately against the Shadow Squad, an overwhelming enemy force made up of specially trained soldiers. The team which wins the mission moves on, while the losing team has to make a tough choice.
You will now democratically discharge a man.
And you know what? We're not voting anybody out.
If we lose, I walk.
Lose a mission, lose a man. The high stakes lead to explosive personal and human dramas.
Why haven't you put out yet, teammate? But don't start screaming like a little girl. Come to me face and face me like a man.
Gut-wrenching decisions.
Are you confident and willing enough to say who you'd vote off now?
And moral dilemmas.
And I am so sick and tired of going in that damn room trying to figure out who the hell's gonna leave.
All taking place in a tournament, which in the end will crown one of the 4 teams as team champion. And ultimately, one man, the best of the best, the combat missions champion.
God bless America.
Combat missions. 24 special forces and SWAT operators battle until one man stands alone. Who will win? And who will go.
America wants heroes. They need to pay attention to every single face they see on the camera here. Maybe their first, maybe their last time to see who was responsible for protecting this country.
Alpha Squad, all present.
Bravo Squad, all present.
Charlie Squad, all present.
Delta Squad, all present.
Sir, the squads are formed, all men present.
Very well. Take your position. At ease. Welcome to Camp Windstorm. This is going to be your home for the next 15 weeks. I'm Colonel Rudy Bosch. For those of you that don't know me, I've served 45 years in the Navy, 30 of it with the SEALs. I've got a Bronze Star, and I got over 45 combat missions from Vietnam. Over 750 special operators applied for this contest. You're the 24 who were chosen. Each week, 2 squads will go head-to-head. Today's competition will be between Bravo and Charlie. Within a day or so, you'll be getting orders for your first mission. Good luck to all of you. Sergeant Major.
Men, when I fly out, report back to your tents, make final equipment preparations for today's competition. Bravo, you'll compete against Charlie today. Alpha, you'll compete against Delta next week. And all 4 squads in 30 minutes report to the gate for physical training. Tune, 10, ball out.
Hey, Mark, Jody Taylor.
Good to meet you. Steve Claggett from Dallas.
Jeff Ayers.
Jeff, nice to meet you.
Once we got into camp, brought us in here, mustered us up, put us into teams. I stepped up front. They called you up one by one, and I was the first one called. And then I heard SWAT team, SWAT team, SWAT team, SWAT team. It concerned me at first that there was four of the SWAT guys, albeit they were from different units.
They have Ken Graves. Jay. Yeah.
Okay, Jeff.
Ken Graves. John. Jay. Ken Graves. Ken?
My first impression of the team, I was, real excited that I had some other SEALs on the team, but just because it's sort of equal ground there, I know what to expect.
Delta. Recon. And then SEALs.
I'm really impressed with all of them. Hardcore guys.
We got a couple of young guys on the team, but we look to be the oldest team here primarily.
What? Who's over 30?
Probably the baby of the squad. Yeah.
Who's over 40?
25.
Who's over 50?
You?
Yeah, I'm 51.
Yeah. You're a stud, team leader.
I guess we're known as the over-the-hill gang.
Ozzy.
Some of our oldest guys are in better physical shape than I am, actually.
Hey, guys, here's up quick. What's up? What do you guys think about going in and trying to get a little chain of command thing going?
The whole process of us picking a team leader amounted to about 10 minutes.
If Ed doesn't mind, have him give his a brief bio.
Okay, I retired in 1992 as a Sergeant Major in the United States Army. I spent most of my career in Special Forces, the 5th and 7th Special Forces, and I spent 11 and a half years in Delta Force, and about a year and a half in Special Operations Command Pacific.
How much of the book did you write?
About half of it.
Yeah, so it's
half of the first book.
5 minutes later, he had everyone convinced, and that was it. He was team leader.
I don't mind being the team leader.
Ed's a wealth of knowledge. He's got a lot of operating experience.
When the American Embassy was bombed in Beirut, Lebanon in 1984, I was in the embassy, and I was acting as part of the security detail for the American ambassador there. I received the Purple Heart, and I also received the Soldier's Medal, which is the highest medal that you can receive in the Army in a peacetime situation.
There's Chuck Norris right here. This is Junior. What's that actor name?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr.
The tent today, Dexter decided that he's going to give everybody nicknames, and then he went to town on that and gave everybody their names, and it just went from there.
We got Kojak over here.
That ain't my. I don't know who's saying it, but you.
I'm a kidder. I just threw some names out. You know, they weren't really permanent nicknames or anything. I just like to bother people sometimes. So.
I think you may definitely be the instigator. What do you think, Bob?
I got some for Dexter. It's not a nickname.